Bob Walker is a former congressman and one of the biggest lobbyists in Washington. He says in the months ahead, plenty of people will be knocking on the doors of Congress. A super committee of 6 Republicans and 6 Democrats will be impaneled to recommend ways to reduce the deficit by $1.5 trillion. Those members, yet to be named, will be at the center of a lobbying storm.
Already, all the organizations around town and all the companies around town and all the unions and everybody else are lining up to put direct pressure on here in Washington. But it's the fact that there are only 12 of them and that they can be influenced by their districts as well. And so there will be huge grassroots and grass tops campaigns run in those 12 areas, and that will put additional pressure into the system.
Special interests with the most to lose or gain: the defense industry, business groups, the medical profession, oil and gas companies, transportation fields, senior citizens, and union workers all are prepping for a fight, and they have big bucks to fling around. In 2010, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce spent $132 million on lobbying. American Medical Association, $22.5 million. AARP, $22 million. The pharmaceutical lobby Pharma, $21.7 million. The American Hospital Association, $19.5 million. And public sector unions, $14 million. Government watchdog group Common Cause says special interests shouldn't be allowed to buy influence with the super committee. That's the surest way, they say, to deadlock, resulting in automatic cuts to defense and Medicare.
If they come out with a proposal that the general public thinks has been tainted by money or by special interest, it's not only a proposal that won't fly, we'll move ourselves into a position where across-the-board cuts will hurt both conservatives and liberals.
Another watchdog group, the Sunlight Foundation, sent a letter to the House and Senate leadership calling for committee members to have open meetings and to disclose campaign contributions and contacts with any lobbyists.
Whatever the committee recommends and votes out is going to go directly to the floor of the House and the floor of the Senate. And the minority won't have a chance to block it, and it won't be able to be amended. And that's why we think it's so important to be able to understand what they're doing and have their work be transparent.
Now, the Sunlight Foundation has not received a response to their letter from House Speaker John Boehner or Senate Leader Harry Reid, but the group says it has heard from lots of other congressional members, both Democrats and Republicans, all saying that at the very least the Joint Committee should have open meetings and not do their work behind closed doors, as we saw with the debt ceiling negotiations.